Over the next 5 years, our team of AI specialists, roboticists, aim to use the most cutting-edge technologies to make contact with another species, and hopefully, communicate back.
A shocking breakthrough in marine biology has just revealed that whales are not just singing, they are recounting a horrifying history that spans generations.
A breakthrough for scientists after they had a 20-minute conversation with a humpback whale.
Using a massive underwater recording studio off the coast of Dominica, artificial intelligence has identified a complex grammar and a unique vocabulary in whale clicks. Yeah, about that. The secrets we have uncovered are far more intense than anyone guessed in a million years. This revelation proves that the most intelligent life on this planet might not be walking on land, and their message for humanity is anything but friendly. The ancient dialogue. Beneath the rolling surface of our planet's oceans, an ancient and mysterious conversation has been humming for millions of years. This dialogue consists of rapid clicks and pulses passed between giants with brains that are 6 times larger than our own. For the longest time, we looked at these massive creatures as simple resources to be used. For starters, sailors who returned from long journeys told incredible stories of what some people believed to be mythical sea serpents and haunting calls. These sounds were just part of the mystery of the sea, beautiful but barely explored by anyone with the right tools. We admired them for their size, but we never truly believed they had a mind that could match their incredible might. For man, they were just resources to get blubber for lamps and bones for corsets, until one unexpected event changed the course of history. The ocean is a vast place, covering over 70% of the Earth, and yet we knew so little about the thoughts of those who lived within it. Sperm whales can grow up to 60 feet long and weigh as much as 45 tons, making them some of the most formidable beings to ever exist. They spend their lives in total darkness, diving down to depths of 10,000 feet, where the pressure is enough to crush a human being in seconds. In this dark world, sight is useless, so they rely entirely on sound to navigate and hunt. Their clicks are the loudest sounds produced by any living animal, reaching over 230 decibels. To put that in perspective, a jet engine is only about 150 decibels. These clicks can travel for hundreds of miles through the water, allowing whales to communicate across entire ocean basins. What most people do not realize is that these sounds are not just for finding squid in the dark. They are the building blocks of a culture that is far older than the human race. For centuries, we were deaf to the meaning behind these pulses, but that changed when we started listening with more than just our ears. Scientists are now uncovering that these marine animals are not just swimming in the water, they are living in a complex social world that mirrors our own. They have families, friends, and enemies, and they talk about all of it in a language we are only just beginning to understand. The sheer volume of data being collected today is staggering, and it points to a level of intelligence that is truly humbling. We are finding that their communication is not just about survival, it is about identity. Each whale belongs to a clan, and each clan has its own unique way of speaking. This is not just a biological reflex, it is a learned behavior that is passed down from mother to calf. The more we look into the data, the more we realize that the ocean is not a silent place at all. It is a world filled with voices, and those voices are finally being heard by the right ears. The scale of this discovery is hands down the biggest thing to happen in marine science since we first realized the Earth was round. It is a total shift in how we perceive life on this planet. The secrets of the deep are finally surfacing as we prepare to enter their world, alien intelligence on Earth. In the 1970s, the world opened its eyes during a new environmental awakening. It was then that a quiet discovery would change everything for the future of the sea. Scientists who had been studying marine life for ages took an interest in humpback whales and set out to record their vocalizations. What they found was astonishing, because the sounds were not random. They were intricate songs that evolved over time, sometimes lasting for several hours. This led to a global movement that saved these magnificent creatures from the brink of extinction. As scientists went further into bioacoustics, they were left with more questions than answers. They could not quite place what the sounds were, and theories ranged from simple mating calls to signals of danger. For decades, we could only guess, because we were held back by the limits of our own human senses. We did not have the tools to understand the complexity of the signals, and this is where a man named Dr. David Gruber came in with a bright idea. Dr. Gruber is an American marine biologist and National Geographic researcher who believed that we needed something technologically advanced to talk to whales. He looked to a different field for inspiration, specifically the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, or SETI. The idea behind SETI is to listen for signals from space in hopes of hearing a message from another civilization. Dr. Gruber thought, what if we have been looking for alien life in all the wrong places? He believed that an alien intelligence could be right here on our own planet, in the form of a sperm whale. This crazy, almost sci-fi idea was the beginning of Project SETI, the Cetacean Translation Initiative. He brought together an extraordinary team of marine biologists, computer scientists, linguists, and roboticists to achieve a shared vision. Their aim was to create a two-way dialogue with another species, which was previously thought to be impossible. The team realized that understanding whales was a task that no single science could solve on its own. They needed to combine the deep knowledge of biology with the raw power of modern computing. This was the birth of a new kind of science, one that treats animals not as subjects, but as potential partners in conversation. The team began to look at whales not as fish, but as beings with a high level of cognition and emotional depth. They found that sperm whales have the largest brains of any animal to ever live on this planet. These brains are not just big, they are highly developed in areas related to social processing and communication. It is a world where sound is the primary way of existing, and the complexity of their brains reflects that reality. This realization fueled the project, making everyone involved feel like they were on the verge of something historic. The idea that we could actually speak to another mind on this planet is both thrilling and a bit scary. It challenges our position as the only intelligent beings on Earth and forces us to reconsider our relationship with the natural world. Basically, we are looking for a bridge to a world that has been right next to us all along. The team was ready, but they needed a way to listen without being seen. High-tech harpoons. The main tool that would seal the plan together was the deployment of sensors. These sensors are designed arrays of hydrophones, which are underwater microphones placed on the ocean floor. They do exactly what a normal microphone would do, but 1,000,000 times better for the deep sea. They are listening stations placed in a grid-like pattern to constantly record everything 24/7. It works like how a room filled with microphones would catch even the sound of a pin dropping. The same goes for the hydrophones used by Project SETI, which can detect where any sound under the ocean comes from. By using this network, they could pinpoint a whale's clicks and figure out which particular whale was making a specific sound. This was a game changer for the expedition, because it was not enough to just hear a whale, they needed to know the speaker. To get an even clearer picture, the team sent in a robotic fleet of autonomous drones and robotic systems. These robots were designed to place non-invasive, suction cup tags onto the whales' backs. These tags were packed with sensors that recorded audio, movement, heart rate, and social interactions at any depth. This context was vital to understand if a whale was hunting for food or socializing with its family. All this technology was about collecting an incredible amount of data, far beyond anything done 40 years ago. Project SETI was collecting millions, even billions of vocalizations to build the largest library of whale sounds ever created. This scale was essential because machine learning models need huge data sets to find meaningful patterns. They learn by example, and the more examples they have, the smarter they get. The team chose the island of Dominica for this work because its unique geography allows sperm whales to swim very close to the land. The volcanic landscape means the water gets incredibly deep just off the coast, which is perfect for these diving giants. Not only that, but the island has a stable population of whales that return year after year. The team set up a 20-kilometer by 20-kilometer listening area to capture every single click made by the local clans. This setup allowed the AI to understand who was speaking to whom and in what social situation. It was the first time we could watch a whale's life in such high detail without disturbing them. The tags are designed to fall off after a few hours, so the whales are never harmed by the research. The data streamed in as a constant flow of clicks, whistles, and songs, but it was just raw noise at first. It was a vast ocean of information waiting for the right key to unlock its meaning. The microphones had listened and the tags had recorded, but the language remained a mystery. The raw noise was a mountain of data that only a machine could climb. The machine learning milestone. To the human ear, the deep ocean is only a confusing jumble of clicks, grunts, and waves. Finding a pattern in all that noise is nearly impossible for a human brain. The first big challenge for the team was to turn the raw audio into something the AI could actually interpret. They used a process that turned sound into a picture called a spectrogram, allowing the AI to visually see the whale sounds. The AI's first task was to sort through these images and identify the codas, which are the specific sequences of clicks sperm whales use to talk. This initial process of turning an invisible sound into a visible pattern was the crucial first step. This is where machine learning acted as a modern-day Rosetta Stone for the team. They used advanced technologies like deep learning and neural networks that learn the way humans do by recognizing patterns in large amounts of data. The AI was not given a list of rules. Instead, it was trained using millions of whale codas. By studying these, the system slowly started to find patterns on its own, understanding which sounds appeared together and how they changed. Over time, the AI began to notice tiny differences in the clicks that were completely unnoticeable to a human listener. It could detect subtle variations in rhythm and tempo that our brains simply could not process. Just like a young child learns a language, the computer was doing the same thing but much faster. The sheer scale of the data gave the AI the power to find these hidden patterns that had been missed for centuries. This led to the discovery of the sperm whale's language, and it was far more complex than anyone imagined. These sounds were not just simple messages. It was a system that worked like a phonetic alphabet. Whales use variables like rhythm, tempo, and ornamentation, which are extra little clicks at the beginning or end of a coda. The way these elements are combined creates a massive amount of unique words or messages. For example, a slow rhythm might mean one thing, while speeding up or adding an extra click could change the meaning entirely. This discovery shattered the idea that only humans could have a complex linguistic system. It showed that whales were using a system with many different parts that could be rearranged to create an intricate vocabulary. For the first time, we had a window into the actual syntax of their communication. We could see the building blocks, but we still needed to know what they were saying to each other. The data revealed that whales can change the timing of their clicks by just a few milliseconds to convey different information. This level of precision is something humans cannot even hear without the help of computers. It turns out the ocean is full of grammar and structure that we simply ignored because we were too slow to catch it. Do you think we are ready to handle the truth of what whales think about us? Talking to another species is a huge leap, but maybe we should just listen. What if they tell us something we do not want to hear? Tell us your thoughts in the comments. Like and subscribe for more deep sea mysteries.